I went from this. I went from this to this.
Hello Unique Divas, how are you doing? Guys, I posted this short video here and some of my subscribers made requests that I should teach how I got these ruffles on this Autogele. So if you watch this video, you'll be able to achieve this design. But another subscriber sent this video, so this is not my work, please. But if you watch this video, it will give you guide on how to achieve that red Autogele. So without taking your time, let's move straight to tutorial. So guys, I'll be using this Autogele for this project, yes. And this is an already tied Autogele. Though a client gave it to me, she said she doesn't want hers to be too big. I showed her that red one. She said that it's too bold, that she reduce it. So if you watch closely, you notice that it's already joined. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be cutting out the base, which is supposed to be 23 inches, but because they've already hemmed one side, I measured 22 and a half. Please, if you want to measure yours, normally my base is always 23 inches. I forgot to tell you the full length of this asooke before I cut it out. What I measured was 70 inches. And so I suspect the length of this Autogele should be 72 inches. Maybe they used 1 inch to hem the both edges, which reduced it to 70 inches. So you can see what I just did there. Have hemmed the edges of this Autogele. If you're a beginner and you think to use 3 lines will be difficult for you, let me assume you want to use a fresh Autogele, like a new one that's not been used, a long piece of asooke that is still new. What you just do is cut out three or four pieces of 23 inches, then join it together the way you are seeing it, then form your place this way. I already have a video on my channel on how to make Autogele Base. You can go and search for it. Search for that tutorial on how to make different Autogele Base. So it will give you a guide on how to make Autogele Base. So I'm done doing that, and you can see the way I've pleated mine. I also sew the both edges. So if you have your plaster or your magic tape, you can attach it there. But for me, I want to attach handle. The customer says she prefers rope. So from this piece here, I'll be cutting out 10 inches, okay? Cutting out 10 inches. See, I don't really like collecting work from customers like this because it normally takes my time. But there are some customers that are more than customers. Yes, there's some people you cannot say no to. I decided to accept this because she's an old-time customer. I said anyway, I think I can maneuver this. So I've cut out 10 inches and I'll be folding it into 2. Use your scissors to slash it and get the half. So with one piece, just fold it in this way, okay? And fold again. Then take it to your sewing machine, you understand? Just fold it in and sew down with the sewing machine. So I'm done sewing. Then so you can see the way it looks, okay? So what I'll be doing here again is just to fold in this way. Then what I'm just trying to do is to get handle. You understand? The handle that will attach to the Autogele base. That's what I'm trying to do. So just fold it into half this way and sew it with your sewing machine. You understand? After folding it this way, then fold again. Guys, this is easy. So you can use your plaster, or some people call it that black thing that's normally at the back of cap. Some people call it magic tape. Some people call it plaster. So some people call it Velcro tape. So you can use that, but my client says she needs rope. So after sewing it, this is what you will get. Okay, this is the outcome of mine. So this will serve as the handle of what will be used to tie the Autogele base. So with my measuring tape, I measured 1 inch. So you'll be taking the handle this way, attach it this way, and I just use pin to hold it. But once I get to the sewing machine, I'll sew it in the blocked form this way. You understand? The blocked form. So I've done this side and I've done this side. So my Autogele base is ready. Alright, so over to the piece that is remaining. This side again, remember I cut out 10 inches from the other side. So from this side, I'll be cutting out 10 inches. Guys, don't be confused. If you are using new asooke, what you will just do is first of all, cut 23 inches into 4 places or into 3 places, form your Autogele base. Then cut out 10 inches. Use the first 10 inches to form your handle, you understand? Then cut out 10 inches again to form this particular thing I'm doing here. You can see the one I'm folding. Just fold and sew. After sewing, then you fold in this way. This will serve as the loop. This is that loop that holds that ruffles on the Autogele. You understand me? So just fold it in this way, then take it to your sewing machine and sew down. What I'm trying to break this thing down is so you don't get confused. So don't say because I'm using old Autogele that you can't use new one to achieve this design. No way. You can use your new Autogele. Sorry, you can still use your new asooke. Yes, you can use your new asooke to achieve this design. So I'll be folding this loop, understand? I'll be folding it this way just to locate the center. So I'll place it at the center of the Autogele base this way. Then I'll use my pin to hold it down. So before I take it to my sewing machine, I'll be using pin to hold it, then sew this part. After sewing, this is the outcome. You can see how it looks. Okay, so over to this piece. If you watch closely, you notice that it's not equal. So what I'll be doing here again is to, why I'm just showing you this is in case you have old ashoge, I don't know what to do with it. You can convert it to your Autogele. I've seen some people, they'll be like, ma, I don't know what to do with an old ashoke. You can still do what I'm doing now. Okay, so this part, I just fold it in. One, and fold again, two, then sew it. After sewing, this is the outcome. You can see how mine looks. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to fold the top part and sew together. So you can see the way it looks. So fold this top part this way. Then same thing we'll be doing here, do it on this side again, then fold both of them, place both of them together this way. You understand? That's what I'm doing. Then I'll be using my pin. As usual, I love using pins just to avoid story that touches the heart. Then I'll be sewing it down with my sewing machine. So after sewing, this is the outcome. You can see the way it looks. All right, so what I'll just be doing is to locate the center of this fabric, and after adjusting it this way, what I got was 20 inches. Okay, so on fold is 20 inches. So what you do is, if you're using your ashoke, cut out 40 inches length into places. If it reaches 4 places, cut out 40 inches length, then fold it and sew it together this way. You understand me? Not this join. If you get a new ashoke, cut out 40 inches length into 3 pieces or 4 pieces, then join it together, and um, then after joining it together, you fold it. You know, when you fold, it will not be 20 inches, okay? So it means you'll be getting like 3 layers or 4 layers of 40 inches. So if you fold that 40 inches, you'll be getting like 20 inches. I don't know if you get me. So when you now fold it, you try to locate the center of the fabric. You can see where I put my pin. Where I put that pin is the center of this fabric. So I placed on top of the turban cap base. Sorry, of the Autogele base. Then this is the way I'll be doing it from the center here. From the center, that center of the Autogele base, measure 6 inches. That's what I'm doing. Measure 6 inches. Then where the 6 inches stopped, you do this thing left and right. Understand? When it stopped, give a mark there or use your pin to hold the part you marked 6 inches. Then you adjust the fabric this way. Just watch and see what I'm doing. Please guys, I've told you, don't be discouraged if you see me using an old ashoke. It's not a big deal. Just you can use a new ashoke to achieve this design. I just had to make use of what I have. Yes, so something I did on the other side, I did on the right side. So you can see the outcome. So next thing I'll be doing now is to drag this part down. While I'm dragging this thing down is to make it to lay flat. Whatever I'll be doing this side again, I'll be doing it on the other side. So finally, this is what you have. So next thing I'll be doing now is to form my plate. So just watch and see how I get these ruffles through this bow design. Normally, when forming your plate, this plate will help you to get bow design, you understand? So you will see how I moved from bow design to ruffles design. Just watch and see how it goes. So I'll be sewing this point with my needle and thread. I'll tack this center, you understand? Then the back again, I'll sew with my needle and thread. So I'm done sewing. You can see the way it's neatly tacked, and this is the outcome. So next thing I'll be doing now is to use this bow to form the ruffles. Okay, so watch and see the way I do my ruffles design. Please, if you have watched this level and you've not liked this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question, you can drop on the comment section. And if you have not subscribed yet, please kindly join the Unique Device family. I'm Unique Nelo. I make headgears. I also talk about businesses. So guys, if you have not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe and join the Unique family. Alright, so you can see the way I'm forming the ruffles design. If I've been watching my videos on how to make Autogele, you know that ruffles is one easy headgear design. I tell people you do it at your pace, like it's a freestyle method. There is no particular way of doing your ruffles, just folding, and once it's tight, as in when folding and you notice that it's firm, you use your pin and hold down, then use your needle and try to sew it down. So whatever I'll be doing on this side, I'll be doing same thing on the left side. So I'll be doing the other side quickly. I don't really want this video to be too long because it was getting too long. That's why I had to do a fast forward and cut and join. So just continue to ruffle, normal way of doing your ruffles design, and that is it. So after doing this, I'll be using my needle and thread to tack some points. Okay, the edges I'll be tacking it. I'll be tacking the center part and the edges as well. You can see this point I'm showing you. Please just do a neat tacking so it will not be seen and your headgear is ready. Remember what I told you. If you want this headgear to be full, like very high, just like the red one I showed you, just use the measurement I showed you and you notice that it will be higher than this particular design. So guys, thanks for staying up to this time. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.